The story begins with a successful lawyer named Leo, whose priority is winning her case to keep her name afloat, not standing up for what's right. This time she comes to her client's aid to intimidate an innocent family who have no money. Their daughter had been assaulted and raped by her client. She knows it is wrong, yet she stands by her client's side and intimidates the family, telling them, even if you file a case against the family, you have no evidence. The case will be turned against you, you'll never win it, and you'll be trapped. Hearing this, the family backs down in fear, and Leo, having accomplished her mission, leaves. Leo is overjoyed. She has won the case outside the courtroom. But then her friend explains, Leo, you didn't do the right thing. You know the man is guilty and you have proof. It is not right to support the wrongdoer, but Leo says everything is fine for the money. Currently, she has to go to Germany for her higher studies and she is preparing for that. Before leaving, Leo visits her mother at her graveside. She talks to her and then leaves. However, on the way she collides with a large truck and has a serious accident. The scene cuts to this accident. In the next scene we see Leo sitting in an office. He does not recognize the place. She also has a waiting number. Unable to understand its meaning, she gets up, goes to a counter and asks where she is. She discovers, to her shock, that she is in the office of fate in the afterlife, meaning she has come here after dying. Hearing this, she is deeply shocked. Leo becomes upset. She remembers the accident, but it was not so bad that it would have killed her. In this predicament, a girl summons her and takes her inside an office, where she meets the administrator of the afterlife. The officer, looking quite nervous, tells Leo, "We've made a big mistake. We should have brought another Leo, but we brought you. You have a long life. Don't worry, you'll get your life back. But it'll take about 6 or 7 days, and we can't keep you here even for 6 or 7 days, because if our superiors find out, it could be a huge problem for us. Please, you have to cooperate with us. We'll send you for 7 days into the body of the Leo we originally wanted to kill. You'll retain your memories. Everything will remain the same, and after 7 days, everything will return to normal." Poor Leo, what could she do? There was no other option. He has to accept it. The scene cuts, and when Leo wakes up, she finds herself lost in a strange body. She wakes up in alarm. Then she realizes it is her husband. In other words, it is the husband of the woman whose body she was in all this time. She has entered the body of a middle-class housewife. As soon as she realizes this, she feels very strange. Upon waking, she discovers that she has 2 children who love her very much. But Leo finds their behavior very strange at this time, as she has always focused more on her career than her family. So she did not understand the true meaning of family. Sitting in the bathroom for a long time, she tries to understand the people in this house and the life here. Just then her son tells her, "I'm late for my bus. I need to be dropped off." Leo picks up her strange bag and goes to drop him off at the bus stop. There she meets several neighbors, none of whom she recognizes clearly. But in reality, all these women were friends of the woman in whose body Leo was residing. Shedding all this, she returns to her old office, but no one recognizes her there. Even her friend tries to talk to her. She tries to explain things to her, but soon she realizes that her friend won't understand. So she returns home. Everything in this life is so strange. She was a professional woman. Being a housewife, completely opposite to her life, is unbearable to her. That's why she even decides to take her own life and repeatedly tries to get in front of a van. But the van driver keeps turning his van to save her, and Leo doesn't have an accident even there. When Leo doesn't die, she becomes extremely angry. She goes to the washroom and finds the director there, who tells her, "You've got to manage. I should enjoy this short period of this new life. Why are you behaving like this?" Leo replies, "Because of you. Because you told me you'd send me into the body of a professional woman who works." The administrator replies, "Yes, right? I've sent you into the body of a woman who works a lot. Do you think managing a home and doing housework is an easy job?" After the director's words, she realizes that she will be forced to spend 7 days in this body in this life. She will also have to manage the house. So she goes to the grocery store. As usual, she buys a lot of things. But the bill turns out to be too high, and she realizes that the body she is currently in and the family she is living with don't have enough money to buy all sorts of things. So after picking up the necessities, she returns to the bus stop to pick up her son. Today was the first time the woman had been late to pick up her son. That's why her son understands that something is definitely wrong. The child tells Leo this, and Leo is shocked to hear all this, wondering how the child knew that his mother's soul wasn't inside this body. There was no point in lying now. Leo tells him the truth, everything that had happened to her, and makes him promise not to tell anyone. It's only a matter of 7 days. After 7 days, your mother will return to this body. She had not told the child that his mother would die because she was afraid the child would be very sad, as Leo herself had become very attached to him. Now that he had become Leo's secret partner, he helps Leo with all the chores and gets to know everyone in the house, even telling her what each one likes. Leo makes a lot of effort to prepare dinner, but no one likes it and Leo gets angry. She had worked so hard for the first time in her life and yet they weren't eating. She feeds everyone and her husband and daughter begin to sense something must be wrong, but they quietly eat. Later that night, her husband tells her they have a party the next day. Upon hearing about the party, she tells him she needs a new dress. Her husband is shocked that this was the first time she has asked for a dress. Otherwise, she always saved money for her children's education. For now, her husband doesn't say anything and agrees, "Okay, I'll get you a new dress." The next day, Leo takes her husband's card and goes shopping, buying some very nice and expensive clothes for herself and her husband. Seeing this, her husband becomes very angry as this money was their savings. He asks her, "What's wrong with you? Don't we need this money for the children anymore?" Since this was his wife's first time behaving this way, the man couldn't understand and went to work overtime. Seeing this, Leo becomes truly sad, and for the first time she realizes how difficult it is to earn and save money through hard work. To ease her sadness, she goes outside and meets a woman there. This is the neighbor of the woman whose body Leo is currently in. She tells her, "I love your family because your husband works so hard for all of you and you work so hard for your family. It's all ideal." Hearing this, Leo becomes overjoyed. For the first time, she realizes that starting a family isn't difficult. In fact, building a family and being with family is a beautiful feeling she had never experienced before. Then on her way back, she sees that her daughter is with a boy. She is about to kiss him, but Leo awkwardly steps in between them. Both are frightened. Her daughter runs away, thinking Leo will hit her. Leo tells her, "I don't mind him. He's your friend. But I just want to say there's no need to get close to him so quickly." Seeing Leo's friendly behavior, her daughter is overjoyed and promises to share everything about their relationship with her mother, just like a friend. They return home happily. That night, she puts her children to bed, and then while she is drinking, the administrator comes to meet her again. They bring her and he asks her, "Tell me how you liked this life." She says, "Yes, it's not that bad." After that, she goes inside. To get to know this family better, she starts watching old videos of this family, and here she also sees the video of their wedding. All this is so good that now she also starts feeling like marrying someone. While watching this, she falls asleep and her husband comes and carefully puts her to bed and leaves. The next morning, he himself makes her coffee, and as soon as she opens her eyes, Leo sees a beautiful dress which her husband had bought for her after working overtime. It is a very nice feeling that someone else is doing something for you. Leo is very happy. She gets dressed up and goes to the party. She discovers that her husband isn't respected by his office mates because he is incredibly honest and wants them not to be corrupt. Because of this, his boss also speaks harshly of him, so her husband's self-confidence is extremely low. Seeing this, Leo becomes angry and explains to him that this isn't how situations should be handled. We should stand up for ourselves and say what we want without fear. Her words encourage her husband and he tells his boss everything. He vents all the anger he has harbored over years of not getting a promotion and hiding his boss's wrongdoings. After all this, he feels incredibly good. He isn't even afraid of losing his job. Afterward, Leo leaves the party with her husband and they enjoy each other's company. Her husband is also happy with this change in his wife, as he is very fond of this confident wife who is also supporting him in his professional life. As soon as they return home, they find their daughter crying. Worried, Leo goes to her daughter and sees that she has numerous marks on her face. She sends her husband outside and asks her what happened. Her daughter explains, "The same boy I wanted to be friends with was trying to get close to me, but when I refused him, he hit me badly." Leo's husband, standing outside, overhears all this and becomes so angry that he goes to the boy's house to beat him. Leo remembers how in her past life, she had helped a similar boy who had ruined a poor girl's life, and now because of this girl she can understand her pain. She feels immense guilt over her actions and resolves that as soon as she returns to her life, she will get justice for that poor girl and in this life for her daughter as well. This time she also wants to avenge her daughter. So she goes to file a complaint against the boy, and it turns out that the boy also comes from a wealthy family. To save their son, they have hired a lawyer just like Leo who wants to buy Leo and her daughter with money. Hearing this, Leo becomes extremely angry. She already regrets her past life. Now she takes out all that regret and anger on this family. Using her real lawyer skills, she intimidates them so much that they are unable to say anything. The culprit is also punished. Before the punishment, Leo herself beats the boy severely. After this, we are shown a family reunion. While she is reassuring her daughter that nothing like this will happen again, all these moments become incredibly special for Leo. This family begins to feel like her own. She has forgotten that she is in someone else's life. Now she is performing even routine tasks as if they were her duty. As she is about to drop her son off at school the next morning, her son suddenly stops running because he has lost his sight. Alarmed, she takes him to the hospital and discovers that his eyes have been damaged, and if surgery is not performed immediately, he will lose his sight for the rest of his life. Leo feels devastated. She withdraws money from her old accounts and immediately has her son operated on. Then she realizes that the 7 days have passed. The 7 days during which she had entered this life are over, and now the administrators have come to take her back. But now her heart does not want to return to her old life. The director wants to take her with him, so she requests, "I want to meet that family one last time." Emotionally, she hugs everyone and returns to the director who takes her away in the car. The scene cuts to Leo in the hospital. This is the real Leo who has just regained consciousness in a hospital bed. In her other life, she remembers every detail of the past 7 days. She immediately worries about her son, removes her bandages and rushes to the hospital to meet him. But to her shock, she discovers that no eye surgery has been performed in this hospital, not for a child of that name in recent times. This shocks her. She panics and goes to the same old house, only to discover that another family once lived there. It is there that she realizes that the life she lived wasn't real. Those 7 days feel like she lived another life. In reality, she was in a coma for 7 days. She realizes that everything she saw was just her imagination. But these thoughts bring about a profound change in her life. Previously, she had only fought cases for money. Now she has begun to fight cases for good. Upon returning to the office, the first thing she asks her colleague to do is reopen the case in which she had failed to save an innocent girl. She declares, "I will fight the case for that innocent girl free of charge, and I will definitely get that man punished because all the evidence is against him and I have the evidence." Her colleague is also overjoyed to see this change in her. Now Leo has also decided to live a good life. She will start a family, but not the kind of family she had envisioned in her previous visions. She will balance her home and job so that her family does not have any financial problems. That is why she decides to complete her studies before starting a family and books a ticket to Germany again. As soon as she boards the plane, a strange but very pleasant accident happens. She meets the same boy she spent time with in the same family. She is shocked to see him on the plane. Another shocking thing is that the boy knows Leo and likes her. He tells Leo, "I was your old classmate." Leo is very happy to hear this. The boy tells Leo that he used to be a businessman, but now he works a normal job. But Leo's job doesn't matter to her. She knows that this boy is going to be her life partner. She understands that everything she saw in the past 7 days was a glimpse of her future. It was just to make her understand that family is as important in life as career. After this beautiful accident, she decides that along with a good career, she will also make a good family and give a good life to her family. And the movie ends here showing this. Subscribe to Movo Reels, where every movie tells its story again.